something. I want to back up for a second. You said how much did you make your first month?
$41,200.
$41,200 his very first month. Now I can hear people through the internet saying,
and listen to me. From there, the income got
tick, tick, tick,
real
tick, tick.
obscene.
I started around the same time. I had nothing close to that. But anyway, so 41,200.
200.
So I can hear people through the internet saying, that was back then. They had a $5,000 price of entry. People were loaded up with products and all this stuff. So you can't do that today in today's marketplace. You know, today a lot of people say, well, if I can make an extra $500 or if I can make an extra $1,000, you know, it's some people, they can't even get their head around $41,000. Is that a time of the past? Are those days over? The ability to be able to make big money quickly, or you know, in today's new network marketing, has it changed because the price of entry is so much lower?
Well, today, because people have gotten real innovative on writing compensation plans, today people are starting home-based businesses doing what we do for less than $500 and earning bigger incomes than we earned back there with a $5,000 program.
So more people can get involved. It becomes more duplicating.
With our economy where it is today, I think you'd be in trouble trying to talk somebody out of $5,000.
And here's what I will tell you. Back when we were involved with this, it was $5,000 to join, but on top of that, it was $5,000 per month to qualify just to get a check. If you didn't do $5,000 in sales every month, you got zero check. It was unbelievable. So now today, people can come in for $1,000 or less typically, and then, you know, $100, $200, somewhere in that range on a monthly qualifier on products that they can use. They don't need to go out there and sell have quotas on 8 million customers or anything like that. So it's changed quite a bit. But I did want to kind of address the limiting belief that you might be thinking, well, those days are over on the 42,000. But I want you to get back to, what was the difference between you and somebody else? How could you create $42,000 in income coming from where you came from?
Okay, here's what I teach. If people could just get this one. You start your business for $500. If you treat it like a $500 business, you might accidentally make $500 in the next 12 months. You have to spend your $500 or your $1,000 or your $200, spend a little bit of money to set up your home-based business, but then you got to treat it like it's $1 million business. See, I owned $1 million business. I had $1 million worth of inventory sitting on the shelves. I had something here to compare it to.
Right.
But you spend your $300, your $500, your $1,000 or whatever. Now, you treat it like you wrote a check for $1 million, because then you'll treat it totally different. You will work it totally different.
So here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing reasons come first, answers come second. If you have your why to, you'll figure out the how to. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
If your reasons are strong, and you had a lot to prove. You had to, so your back was up against the wall. You had to make something happen. That was one. Number two, using a tool, third-party tools with enthusiasm helps you to create more credibility than maybe you have on your own.
See, and here's some of the most shocking math I think anybody's ever heard. If I had not gone broke in that stereo business, I would still be sitting there at the busiest corner in Dallas, Texas that has a red light stopping them, maybe making my $100,000 a year. And I want you to think of this. All I would have to do is 30 more years of that to match my best single year.
It was about $3 million.
After
your
getting
best
into
single
network
year.
marketing.
Isn't that something?
Think of that.
Yeah.
30 years
1 year.
or 1 year. Yeah, I mean, I got in an industry I did not know anything about, but my why was huge.
Yeah. So do you think that's what a lot of people are missing today? Some people, I know people are going to be watching. I'm really trying to find my why. I'm trying to find my why. I can't find my why. Somebody help me find my why. What advice do you give those people?
Well,
So I need some motivation.
None of us can help a person find their why. I mean, I don't know.
What to do, right?
I don't know how to.
Some
tell
people are
them
saying,
to
I just
find
can't get
their
motivated.
why.
I can't get motivated. What do you say to a person that can't get motivated?
Well, you're in trouble.
That's a fact.
You
So-
know, listen to me. Here describes America, in my opinion.
Yeah.
People have the J-O-B. To me, that means jump out of bed, because if you don't, you get fired. You understand?
Right.
But here's what's going on in the United States of America right now. People working just hard enough that they don't get fired, and the company is paying them just enough they don't quit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it again. That one is tiptoeing through the tulips to safely arrive at the grave, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, you bargain with life for a penny is all life's going to pay, but there is more to life for a lot of people than what they're pulling out of life right now. Financially, I'm talking about.
Right. A lot of people are surviving, but they're not living.
And it's not all about the money. I mean, money will buy you a bed, but it won't buy you a good night's sleep.
Right. I hear you. Well, let me ask you this. You've known a lot of $1 million a year earners in your career. People who've made over $1 million in commissions. That's why we have that level, because there's really you can't fake it. I mean, there's a lot of people who made 100 grand. They got lucky, whatever. They made 100,000 in a year, but to make $1 million, you have to be, in my opinion, a professional. What do you see as the common theme? I mean, if you lined them all up in your mind, tick, 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 here they all are. What do they do that's different from what other people do? What makes them special?
Well,
What makes you special?
I love this industry, I think, is what makes me special. You know, a lot of people have a problem. A lot of people have the ITC disease.
Yeah. Right.
You got to get over that one first. I mean, I love this industry. Warren Buffett, second richest man in the world, is going around buying up network marketing companies to put in his Hathaway stock portfolio. The last one he bought was Pampered Chef.
Right.
Now, here's the second richest man in the world that does love this industry, telling everybody you need to be getting into this industry. Matter of fact, he said the money he spent on his network marketing companies, he said it's the best money he ever spent. So people, I think, have to educate themselves a little bit about the power of this industry.
Okay, so you love it, and you think the other $1 million earners love it. What else do they have in common? What else do they do that other people don't do?
Well, if they're making millions of dollars in this industry, first of all, they're treating that little home-based business like they spent $1 million to get in the business.
Right. So, here's what I'm pushing you a little bit.
Okay, if they write a check for $1 million, let me tell you something. They don't have any problem picking up that telephone and calling everybody they know.
Right. They write a check for 200, they have a problem.
And that's where it starts. I say this with humor, like, let me tell you how to make $1 million real quick in network marketing. It only takes 3 things, but you got to be careful to keep them in this order. Number 1 is talk to people. Number 2 is talk to people. Anybody want to guess what number 3 is? Talk to more people. Well, if you wrote a check for $1 million for that business, you don't have any problem talking to people.
Right.